Hello, so I got asked how I got my model's eyes to glow like this, and thought I'd make my first ever tutorial showing everyone how to achieve this smooth, ethereal eye glow using Vtube Studio and Shoost. I'll be using the ink model by Vtube Studio, but this method can honestly be transferred to any model you want to use it on. To preface, I am not an educational VTuber, I just want to help other VTubers in small ways that I can. I also don't have Toyer Blue, so I think this would be easier to understand over a toy reply of many paragraphs of what to do and where to go and blah blah blah. So yeah, let's get on to the tutorial. So before we start, you're going to want Vtube Studio and Shoost both installed. Once both are installed, you're going to need to open Vtube Studio and then open up your model. Once that's done, you're going to double click in Vtube Studio and we're going to go to settings. We're going to want to go to this man icon, which is the model settings. We're going to click customize model. And then this step is actually pretty skippable if you're already satisfied with the color of your eyes, hair, etc. But for the ink model specifically, I found that I wanted more hue for my eye color, so I went to customize multiply screen color for ArtMeshes, and then I select it. And from here, I find the eye mesh, whichever one it is. Let's pretend it's this one, and then I customize it to my eye color. And then once I'm satisfied with that, for you it might be green, blue, red, yellow, whichever. Once you're satisfied with the hue, shade, etc., you're going to click OK for both, and then you're going to click OK on the bottom here. Once you're satisfied with your eye color, you're going to go to Customize Model, and then we're going to go to Customize Scene Lighting for ArtMeshes. What this does is it basically lets us affect our layers or ArtMeshes with light scenes or lighting effects. Your naming for your layers might be different depending on the model you use. For anyone who's using the ink model by Kyoki, your right and left eye will be ArtMesh 165 and 156, and it looks like something like this when you open it up, but just drag it to the left so it can be affected by any light scene or effect. And then once you have all the layers that you want affected by light, just click OK. Now once this is done, we're going to go to the camera. And we're going to go all the way down to visual effects here. And we're going to click activate. So I already have my glow set up. So yours will look a little different, but you're going to go to bloom effects and then you're going to turn on your bloom effect here. And then you're going to kind of tinker around with model color darken and bloom threshold. Originally, your settings might look something like this, so just play around with your model color darken and bloom threshold. Once you kind of like your glowing eye effect here, you're going to want to go back to Shoost. I kind of have my model imported here. Make sure you have spout output and capture enabled and import all your layers here. Once that's done, we can go back into effects in Shoost, which is the second tab, and then we can kind of play around with effects. I like to have diffusion on personally, and then how I got that kind of glow effect was I turned on another glow here, and I actually played with the threshold on this one. And then I actually also played with the flare too to give like that more dreamy look here. It's a lot of tinkering and playing around with. I use this kind of hot-ish pink and I played around with the angle, and then I eventually added sakura particles for the aesthetic of the video and the background. You can also like edit your glow of the eyes again in Vtube Studio. If you ever find it too intense, I can make it a little less glowy if I want here. And yeah, that's how you kind of edit your eyes to make that dreamy, ethereal, glowy look. I hope this helped everyone, and if you ever want to check out anything else, you can follow me on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, all at Akaru Hoshiki. Thank you for watching.